Hello.
Hi.
Happy Friday.
Friday.
Friday. So Lexi, tell them what you just said.
I said, well, you can see the preview before you actually go live. And I said, oh God, I look like a mom, like an old, I don't know, maybe it's the cardigan, I guess. But the shirt's actually super cute in person. And I thought it would be a fun summer color.
Well, I think it might be the cardigan. But it's cute.
Be.
You're like repping the System X teal.
Yeah, it is my favorite color, but I was like, oh God, it doesn't look cute.
We don't really actually look like this in person.
Yeah,
we look better in person than we do live.
Whatever.
So I'm Jocelyn. I'm business development specialist here at Systemax. I'm with Lexi. You guys probably know her, our social media expert. So a couple days ago, we posted on Instagram and Facebook. We wanted you guys to ask some questions that you've been wondering when it comes to social media. Mm-hmm. And we're going to ask the expert some of these questions.
Yep.
And she's going to give us some answers. I've not prepped her with these questions, so we're really going to like keep her on her toes and see if she knows what she's talking about. And then if you guys have questions during this video, or if you're watching the replay, pop those questions below and we can answer them.
Yep.
You ready?
Got it. Bring it on. I'm kind of nervous what she's going to ask me, so hopefully they're actually legitimate questions.
They may or may not be legit.
Good.
Okay, so here's question number 1.
Okay.
What is the most important social marketing metric a business should monitor on a regular basis?
Engagement. No matter what platform you're on, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, LinkedIn, engagement is key. Like going back to marketing 101, you want to make sure that your goals are SMART, the specific, measurable, attainable, and timely. You can't measure any success of your platform without looking back on your metrics to see kind of what's working, what's not working. And engagement is the best way to kind of gauge of what's kind of going on your platforms. Is your content resonating really well with your audience? Or if it's not, then you kind of know, all right, they don't like this type of content. Let's brainstorm and come out with other content that would fit their interests better and stuff like that. So engagement would be the best.
What are some ways? So you say engagement, but how can they look and see their engagement and see what's working and what's not working?
Good question. On each post, as an admin on a business page, for Facebook, for example, because that seems to be the platform where everyone kind of starts, or at least they have at least a Facebook page. On the Insights tab of your Facebook page, you can kind of see your post engagement levels and then overall engagement levels for like the past 7 days, past 28 days, but you can break it down and see post engagements as well. And you can kind of adjust the metrics to see engagement rate, or to see how many shares or comments or likes or something like that had, and to see the success of it. So making sure you're familiar with that analytics page is super important as an admin.
And you can do that on anything, posts?
Yep, posts,
ads,
or just the page itself.
Okay.
Ads for sure. You can go into the ads platform on any platform and check those out too. Every ad's going to have a little bit different of metrics that they're showing based off the objective of the ad, but it's still going to show kind of the key analytics and the key metrics that you want to look for whenever you're pushing out ads.
Nice. Are you sure you didn't read this question ahead of time?
I promise.
You answered that like perfectly. Okay, here's a question that I would like to know.
Okay.
I mean, someone else asked this question, but it's good for me to know too. How do I get more followers?
Well,
should I stop posting the things that I post?
Probably. No. I get this question a lot, honestly, and to me, that the number of likes and the number of followers you have, to me, is a vanity metric. Like, I personally don't care how many likes a local restaurant has, as long as their content's good. The food's good, but the content's good, it's engaging, it's keeping me interactive with their page. I don't care if they have 20 likes or if they have 20,000 likes. To me, it doesn't matter. Where I think it kind of matters is when you are growing your page. So if you're just new to the Facebook platform or just new to Instagram and you're wanting to get more followers, I would definitely put some paid promotion behind it to kind of push your page out a little bit, brand awareness and that sort of thing. But I would look at quality over quantity. And I know that's kind of a generic answer maybe, but the more content you push out there that is engaging, the more your audience will increase organically. And I think that says more about a company or business than trying to get paid followers.
Yeah, I agree. Is there a way, like, what's the best way to, I know you say it's kind of a vanity metric, but what's the best way to get more followers? Like, do you ask for it? Is it the content, like what you said?
I think it's a mix of the content. I think it's a mix of testing some things out, making sure you're consistently posting. That's a key. Putting your name out there, running some paid advertising, and that sort of thing, and maybe running a couple contests and stuff like that, just to get more people, more eyes on your content. But and then there's some couple tricks behind the scenes of where you can, if someone has liked a post that you have not yet. They have not yet liked your page, you can invite them to like your page. I wouldn't do it if it's like the very first time that they've liked a post, because it's just like, ooh, you like my post? Ooh, now like my page.
Mm-hmm.
Like, butter me up a little bit. Like, invite me, give me a reason to come back. Don't just say, don't be on the prowl. Like, oh, you just liked a post, now like my page. Yeah. Like, it's a little bit harsh, but
it's a little stalkerish.
It is. It's a little creepy. Brett and I just did a marketing show, and we kind of talked about how marketing's like dating. Like, I just kind of even found out who you were because my friend liked your page. Don't ask me already to like your page. Yeah. Like, give me a reason to come back.
Too fast.
Yeah, slow down.
Take it slow.
Stage 5.
Stage 5 clinger. Okay, question number 3 are, what are some common social media marketing mistakes that businesses make?
I would say a lot of the times not understanding how much time it takes that you have to put into the platforms to be successful, or to have any certain ROI, which is such a buzzword for business owners. But you really need to schedule out your content on any platform you're on, because it's so hard to think, oh, I'll just do that after I run this report, or I'll do this after this. Things happen. A lot of business owners or their employees wear multiple hats. So it's more than just like, oh, I'll just do it when I come to it. If you have kind of that strategy, that plan in mind that you have laid out for the month or for the week, however you can do it, that makes sense to you, having that something to stick to is going to be way easier than trying to think of something on the fly. Mm-hmm. And then once you kind of have it laid out, then you can adjust and it can be flexible from there. But having some sort of framework or whatnot to like look at, and then being able to post about it. That way you're being consistent and you're always pushing more content out, hopefully building that page along with it as well. We schedule out everything in a month in advance for all of our clients. And it took me 6 minutes to schedule out posts for the entire week for one of my clients. Like, it's, once you sit down, allocate some time to it, an hour, and plan out the month or have a general idea. Once you have like that Monday morning, I schedule it out for all of our clients. It took me 6 minutes because I knew exactly what I was going to be posting. My client knew what I was going to be posting. They got this up to me ahead of time, and it took 6 minutes.
So when you say schedule out, do you mean like Hootsuite? What do you mean by that?
I don't. Okay. I personally don't use any third-party tool like Hootsuite or Buffer or Agorapulse or something like that. A lot of businesses do, and now that the certain platforms like Facebook or Instagram, their APIs are open a little bit. So now that integration of having social media management tools like Hootsuite or Buffer, you don't get penalized as much as you used to. You used to get very much penalized because you're not posting natively to the platform, whether that be LinkedIn, Pinterest, Facebook, LinkedIn, I think I already said that, Instagram.
And LinkedIn twice,
why not? Give LinkedIn some love. I go into each platform and I post natively. I'm already in it for other clients. It just makes sense for me. But as a business owner, it could be a tool that could be a time saver for you. If you run your own.
Before it used to be kind of a no-no, but now it's it's okay.
Yep. Okay. They've done a lot of research and a lot of studies on it does not affect your posts as much as it used to. There's a chance it could. Do some testing if you want, but it doesn't as much as it used to.
Good to know. Yeah. I didn't know that. Are people leaving Facebook?
I don't.
Is it like for old people now?
No.
Because I feel like I say something about Facebook and then like my 16-year-old niece is like, Facebook is for old people.
No. Okay. I think it's just where the demographics are, and there could be a shift. So she's likely on Snapchat and Instagram. There has been a decline or a dip in user on the platform. because of some privacy issues that have been coming out lately. So there has been a dip there. Facebook as a whole owns Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, so they are not hurting. But I think marketers don't know what to do, and they're in a frenzy, and they aren't quite sure how to navigate that. But again, it's going back to making sure you have that good content and your people aren't leaving. I follow a Facebook influencer, and she says people are so good at being personal on their pages, but once they get into the business role, they become spammy McSpammerson, right? They're like, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product, and that's it. They don't make it personal. They don't share things. They don't highlight their service and how it could be helpful. They aren't educating people. They aren't showing their culture. They're just buy and sell. They're just selling too much, and that's the quickest way to turn somebody off. We get sold to so much as consumers, and we are so much more aware of it than we used to, and consumers do so much more research before they go and buy something. By the time they're already in the store or maybe online, they've already researched that product, and they're likely going to buy, possibly based on your customer experience. So having your social media platforms be an avenue to where you're just, dating that person, you're giving them the good stuff, right?
You're showing them all your good stuff, not just trying to get them on a date.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of goes back to what some businesses could do wrong, is thinking that when you use Facebook or any social media platform as a way to grow your business, that it needs to be salesy. Yeah. Do education, show off your culture. Take fun pictures and post fun things that are going to attract people to your page, because that's going to make them want to date you, right? Not just saying, I've got this nice flashy thing, and so I think that
like a one and done in that instance, like make them a brand advocate or a returned customer or something like that is so important, I think, in our world, because Amazon's so easy and so accessible to so many people that they'll just jump on there and go with it. But the small business owners that are here in Springfield or across the country can still thrive based off of their social platforms and doing it well. And if you do, of course, you want to put your product out there a little bit. You can do some product knowledge videos. You can showcase new products that you have in store and inventory, or use the ads manager platform to do that, because you can shop on Facebook and on Instagram, on Pinterest. You can shop on all these platforms now. So doing it in a way that kind of makes sense, that isn't salesy, and that's trickier to teach, but more successful in the long run.
Agreed. I shop on Facebook. Like, I can't tell you the last time I went to Amazon.com, but I don't know why I had to add .com. That was really awkward. But
thanks for clarifying.
You're welcome. Amazon.com. There was a shout out for Amazon.
Send the check. Have you seen that video?
No. Okay. But I legitimately am such a sucker. I'm going off on a tangent now. I'm a sucker for Facebook ads. Yeah. I can tell you, I bought like an eyelash curler. It smelled like a perm, so I did not put it near my eye. I've gotten tanning lotion from it. Like a fat burner, like you like rub it on your stomach and it's supposed to like burn the fat. It did not work.
I would love to see your
it's bad, like my
activity and what you like and engage
and Facebook knows that I'm a sucker, so they like send me stuff for like Spanx, and anyway, it's always related to the way that I look.
I don't mind Facebook ads because it's things I'm interested in.
Yeah, and I buy it.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, don't you think it's creepy? And I'm like, as a marketer, no, it's awesome. As an individual, it's a little odd when I'm talking about something super specific. Like we were talking about the different flavors of Oreos the other day. I'm not searching Oreos, but I'm just talking about it. And lo and behold, in my Instagram feed was a new Oreo flavor ad. And
did you go and buy it?
I did buy a different flavor.
Okay.
I bought the s'mores kind, which is my favorite.
Oh, they have s'mores?
Oh, yeah. It's wonderful.
Has anyone asked any questions? I'm not even paying attention to that.
Nothing yet.
Okay, my last question, or our people's last question is, what are your top 2 favorite tips that you give your clients?
Good one. My favorite tip is to be authentic. So if you are a company or a business that has a relaxed attitude, that doesn't mind cussing, that doesn't mind, showing the nitty gritty things.
Did you just describe us?
A little little bit. No, I do have a person in mind, and it is a local company, and I love their content because they aren't afraid. So they sell chapsticks and mostly chapsticks, but they've been selling this bug stuff. So that could be a little teaser into who this person is. I don't want to call them out. We don't work with them, but I just don't want to call them out just in case they're like, what are you calling me out for? But they sell their chapsticks in like bundles, and one of them's like the whiny bitch, and they're all different wine flavored chapsticks and stuff like that. But their content is super authentic. It sounds like the business owner is talking through the post that you're reading. Like you can hear her talk about it, and they just do really fun stuff. They don't mind saying the B word and all that, which I totally dropped. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. On our Thirsty Thursday videos, Jen and I curse a little bit.
But be authentic, be true. Like whoever you are, if you are a little shy and timid, it's okay to be a little shy and timid.
Talk about it. Talk about you being shy and timid.
Yeah. So just being authentic, being true to yourself. Don't try to be like somebody else. Be who you are, I think, is a good tip for my clients. And be who you are, even in video. If you are, half of the battle is just showing up. And then I think you don't have to be a certain way in video. Be who you are, be comfortable. And then I think people will respect that more than trying to be who you're not.
Yeah. They want to, honestly, is like the way that we are talking now and to you guys is the exact same way that we talk to our clients. So I agree with you. You got to be yourself. Yeah.
And then the second tip is just really, I'm going to sound like a broken record. It's just when you do kind of lay out what social platforms you want to be on, think of your goals. I think it's awesome to, push out that content, be engaging, but what are your goals? What are you trying to reach? And then track it and measure it and then adjust, because you're not going to be able to tell if you are growing in a certain part of your business if you're not tracking and measuring it. You can just say, oh yeah, I think we have more mortgage customers this month. I don't really know. Or, yeah, I think we got more, we sold more carpet this month than the other month. So just making sure you have like the exact goals in mind of why you're going to be on each platform, and not be on every platform just because everybody else is. Go on Facebook first. Be really good at that. Build up a strong following and engagement there, and then jump into Instagram if it makes sense. But you don't have to be on all these platforms just because other people are, or you think you need to be.
That was actually going to be one of my next questions, was when you go to someone's website and you see the links to every single social platform, how does that make you feel as an expert?
Well, I will go on each one and see when the last time you post was. And if it's been 2 months, I'm not going to follow you on that platform because you don't post updated content. You're not consistent. And the thing is what you really want to think about before you do dive onto that other platform is, if you're struggling maintaining one platform, maintaining two is just going to be just like so much more harder, because you want to think of different content to serve on that platform. You have probably different demographics on that platform, so your content's going to be a little bit different. You can repurpose some things, but you really want to make sure it's different, so that way when they're on Facebook and they jump off and go to Instagram, they have new content to see. And then LinkedIn's going to be a little bit different because it's more of a professional networking platform. So that's a whole new different type of content that you're going to be sharing and posting out there. So that would be a thing, is if you're really interested in and looking into a different platform, to making sure you've got time allocated to really be successful on it.
And being really, really good on one before you go on to Snapchats.
Yeah.
See what I did there? Snapchats.
Yeah.
That's all my questions that I had.
Okay.
That was it. You did good.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you. You answered those like a champ.
Thanks.
And thanks for inviting me.
They're going to be harder.
No,
so
they weren't. They weren't. And thanks for inviting me.
Of course.
Usually I only get invited when it's like booze related.
I was going to say booze related, but I didn't want to throw you out there. No, I thought, well, I'm not going to ask myself questions and answer them. That's weird. So I was like, who's going to be in the video with me? Jocelyn's going to. So
I appreciate the invite.
Of course.
Cool.
Anytime.
If you guys have questions, outside of some of the things that she just answered, make sure you pop those in the comments, and Lexi will make sure to answer those for you.
I sure can. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.